Hi Cozy Gamers! I played the Collage Atlas and I'm here to tell you my thoughts on the game, if I think it's worth playing, and my overall cozy rating. So get comfy and let's get started. Lovingly crafted with pen and ink by one person over 4.5 years. In the Collage Atlas, your presence, your gaze, your movements all matter. With these things you breathe life into this hand-drawn picture book dream world. So in this game, you are literally bringing a poetic story to life by walking through the actual pages of a book and discovering hidden words and pictures that put together the book as you play. My first impression was that it was going to be a very linear story, solve some puzzles along the way, and that'd be it. But I was oh so very wrong. This game had so much more depth than what I assumed. I followed the most obvious path of minigames to get to the end of the story, partly because I was scared to wander off too much and get lost, but it took me about an hour and a half. And at the end, as I read through the pages I put together, I realized I was missing some pages. Now, this could very much have been my lack of awareness because the book was available for me to keep track of progress, but I kind of just got so engrossed in the game and forgot. But regardless, it also kind of made it fun to go back through and wander some more to find hidden puzzles that I had missed. There's not a lot of obvious direction in this game, and it is quite an open world, so rather you are left to your own devices to figure out how to find the missing pages and how to complete each puzzle. There are some parts with subtle light cues, but what I found most important were the sound cues, and that was something I didn't really fully clock onto until I went back through the second time and realized I had walked right by some puzzles, some that were even right in my face, but I was too focused on the obvious and not paying enough attention to the details, which is completely on me. The sounds in this game are incredible, by the way, and so expressive. The music definitely brought the overall experience to a whole nother level. When I went back through the second time, I found myself exploring more and listening for places that gave hints of nearby puzzles. I played this game for 4 hours, and I still have so many pages left to discover. Once you do figure out the puzzles, it is incredibly rewarding. I found myself celebrating each one I completed and eager to see what picture or phrase I discovered for another page. The story itself was beautiful and thought-provoking. I was very touched and emotionally moved, which I was not expecting to happen. I will say that the lack of direction or indicators could be somewhat challenging for some, but as someone who gets confused very easily and typically relies on very clear direction, I did not find this game overly difficult to navigate or frustrating, and like I said, it actually felt quite rewarding. I would not go into this game thinking you can mindlessly navigate the game, as you do need to pay attention to help guide you to where you need to go, since there's no map or mini-map. So for example, I found myself familiarizing myself with certain landmarks and using them to guide me around, which honestly I think a big part of this game is to pay attention to the details, especially knowing how much went into each of those details, and that made me appreciate it that much more. You also do have the ability to press Q, which will allow you to look around in any direction in your general area, and this can be very helpful if you've become lost as well. I realized that I actually didn't utilize this as much as I probably should have, but in my second playthrough I've become a lot more relaxed and have utilized the tools to help kind of guide me around. I think that I typically go into new games like this a little cautious and worried that I'm gonna get too confused or I might mess up, and then it kind of takes away from enjoying the game. So if you're anything like me in that regard, please just relax and just let your instincts take over and just really hone in on all of your senses to enjoy this game to the fullest ability, because my second playthrough I am enjoying so much more because I'm feeling a little bit more comfortable and enjoying my surroundings. I give the Collage Atlas a cozy rating of 4 because it is incredibly soothing, visually pleasing, and just the right amount of thought-provoking puzzles without being too overly complicated. I do think for the price you get quite a lot of content in terms of hours, and the overall experience you get by feeling immersed in a gorgeously detailed hand-drawn storybook is definitely worth the price of this game. I encourage everyone to experience this journey for themselves and allow yourself to really put your own perspective on the story. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel for more cozy content. And I'll see you cozy gamers in the next one. Bye!